Good morning. Talk to the forklift driver. He is going to allow us to record, and he even let me put a camera inside the forklift. I mean, I didn't say test at the beginning, so a little hard to synchronize, but we'll figure it out. No idea where my helmet cam is facing, but we'll figure that out too. It's 11:30 in the morning, 27 degrees Celsius, and luckily this load does not need to be tarped. I asked if he wanted a microphone. He goes, no. I'm like, perfectly fine. You're already doing more than anyone else would allow me to do. All right. Get her loaded. What's that?
Which orange mark am I going off of the center?
Center. That biggest center mark is the center weight.
Okay.
Yeah, the big one is center. Yeah.
So 101 out of service for...
So most lumber mills, the rule is you sit inside the truck while they're loading you. Then they load you, you jump out and do your belly wrap. Keep an eye on our pressure gauge here. It's not easy to show, but this pressure gauge over here, keep an eye on that to keep the air suspension up. And that way I can rely on my gauges to have accurate weight.
Haven't seen them in a while. Yeah, something like that, eh? They're 12. Morning, afternoon, Nick, when you can, come on out in the middle when Russ is out of your way there. Okay, you betcha. Friggin' goofing you.
Fire the truck up. Keep that air pressure up.
Your plug looks like it's sticking out, like it's protruding on your front diff, your fill plug. To me, unless they got a different plug, it's sticking out. An Audi, not an Eddie.
gloves and load bar. I think he's pretty close to being done. Could be wrong. Either way, you never walk beside the trailer while loading, because if the stuff gets pushed over, guess what? You're dead. $50 PSI up front. We're only 64 PSI back here, so we're definitely getting more. Still light. Hey, check that out. Got the truck washed. Ish. I got the truck rinsed. Can't really get much closer than that. All right, so our air pressures are good. Really, really, really close to max weight load. Where am I throwing these? Legally, a strap every 10 feet. These are 14 feet long. Yeah, I'll show you what legal is. This is more than legal because I'm doing 8 feet. It's only 8-footer on the front. Okay, so that is legal. Front bundles need 2 straps if they're, and everything after that only every 10 feet, and I did every 8 feet. I'm gonna go through a whole bunch more now, but I don't care for this. Let's go. Pull that back. We'll do 2 from the other side. All right. That looks better. Yep, I'm happy with that. The forklift driver came around and scanned every package, and he's making my paperwork while I tighten everything down. I always put a twist in the belt instead of flat. I put a twist in it. Just personal preference. The reason why, also, every strap has been cut to size. So I have a whole bunch of short straps and long straps in the toolbox. For my belly wraps, I use short straps. The reason I put the twist in there is, on lumber it doesn't really matter, but when you have steel loads and stuff, if you have a twist in it, the strap doesn't vibrate in the wind. It gets tight. With it straight, it just kind of vibrates the whole time and slowly cuts the strap. So I got in the habit of just twisting every strap. When you put a twist in it, it puts an aerodynamic load on it and pulls the strap one way or the other. When it's just flat, it just vibrates there. So I'm not going to twist these short little guys because it's when it's a short distance, it's kind of hard to get the twist in. Yeah. Don't like anything about this. Hopefully I got the camera aimed low enough you guys can see what I'm doing here. Aim it a bit lower. And hopefully it's not too low. That's better. Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Throw my paperwork in the cab. It says 12 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 on the other side. Looks like it matches. I don't check every single label, but I always try to count the packs on top of the load and make sure the count matches. And as far as how far the straps go apart in metric, I don't know. They build these trailers in feet. Every winch is 2 feet apart, so it's easier just to learn the law in feet. The law is you need a strap at 5 feet, 10 feet, 20, 30, 40, it counts up. So you have, the only oddity is the front one, and you always need 2 straps on the front bundle. If that front bundle is 2 feet wide or 10 feet wide, you need 2 straps. Longer than 10 feet, you start needing more than 2 straps. If you've got 10 feet 1 inch, you need 3 straps on that one. 3 more to go. When you're putting the straps in, you have to make sure that that strap that you looped through there overlaps this strap on the outside. So you see how it's going to go in and now overlap. If you don't have that overlap, that is not a secure strap. And I put all my body weight into these. I like my straps to be tight. You know, somebody goes, "You're gonna rip your straps." I'm like, good. I'd rather rip them right now than on the highway somewhere. There we go. And this folded up part of the strap, there's extra length strap. You fold it up and get it tucked into the wrench over here. That way you don't have the loose pieces of strap flying around in the air down the highway. But there, we're good. First one's 16 feet long, so that means there's one extra strap. Top one is 8 feet long. That one, you legally need 2 straps, so I'm legal on that. And then we have a 14 and a 16. That needs 2 straps. We have 3. The back 8-footer only needs 1 strap. We have 2. And then the bottom, I'm not sure how long that one is, has 4 straps. So it's 16 feet long, only requires 1. No, 2. Requires 2 straps. So way overstrapped. It takes an extra minute to throw the extra straps, but I'd rather throw extra straps than having it unloaded on the highway. Let's make sure I pick up the camera. This one's tethered on nicely. We're good. Let's hit the road. Forklifts. Stay out of their way. Sucker chip truck coming in. Comes in empty and picks up wood chips or sawdust. Come around the back. Help if I plug the microphone in. There we go. Got a little gap in the traffic. Whew. I'm hot and sweaty. It says it's 30 degrees Celsius out there now. Might come down a little bit as we get moving. Cruise control on. Time to just chill. We got the Paulson to climb over now. And delivering this to Omak, south of Omak, town of Okanagan. Okanagan. Just realized the rear-facing cam probably isn't all that useful on a load like this, but might not be terrible. It's a US load and the front is only 1 tier, so yeah, it might be okay. I guess you guys already know by now. So yeah, it delivered in Salmo today morning. Went to our home office and got 2 brand new tires put on and then 1 runoff tire to match a different one that I was wearing uneven. So three tires replaced. While the tire guys were in there doing that, all of a sudden one guy goes, "Hey, do you know you have a cracked wheel?" I'm like, "No, I am not aware of a cracked wheel." Sure enough, there's a cracked wheel. It's like, well, how about we replace that? He goes, "Yeah, I think that's a good idea." So I'll pull the aluminum wheel off and that'll be scrap aluminum. He goes, "Did you hit something?" Because there's a bend in the aluminum wheel. I'm like, "No, I saw that big bend in there when you guys put it on." Because when you get a bunch of new tires put on, they often already have tires on wheels sitting in the shop ready to go. So they don't have to put the tires on the wheels. They just have to pull the old wheels off, put the new wheels on. You're good to go. You don't have to do any swapping over of tires. So the wheels get switched out from trailer to trailer, truck to truck. It's all the same aluminum wheels. So I'm like, "Nope, you guys put bent wheels on my trailer. It was a brand new trailer and it was the first tire change. You went and put all sorts of bent stuff on it." He goes, "Yeah, I guess that happens." So I'm like, "No, I did not hit anything." But in the middle of that bend, where the rim was a slight bend in it, it was starting to crack. It's like, yeah, need to get that off. And then, what else? Oh yeah, there were 3 bolts in the trailer rail that had popped off. I didn't know there were 3 of them. I knew there was 1. So, pulled in to get that fixed too. And I'm like, "Just give me a minute." I grabbed a hammer and just hit every single bolt on the rail. And 2 more popped loose when I hit them. And like, "Stop hitting with a hammer." I'm like, if I can knock it off with a hammer, they deserve to be popped off. And we're pulling off the original factory bolts and replacing with stronger, newer hex bolts. They're not, they're like, the bolts on there right now are like round head bolts with a Allen wrench head in it, and the heads are just very weak. And we're just putting the biggest hex bolt we can just put on there. So they're bigger heads, harder to put on there. You need like a vice grip to just hold the top of the head. It's very awkward. So much stronger bolts. And they slowly still keep popping off, and as we get rid of those old ones, we're replacing them with the newer, stronger ones. So I'll wait till there's one that's popped off, then I go bring it to the shop and take a hammer and hit all of them. So we are following the Kootenai River. Brilliant dam coming up here on our left-hand side. I mean, like, obviously it's on the side of the river, not up on top of the mountain. So yeah. This is called the Brilliant Power Plant. corner, so wasn't sure how fast he was going to be. This is the Brilliant Bridge. Let's see if the scale's open. It was closed earlier, but CVSE was sitting at the scale, so it was actively monitored. So there's a pretty good chance it's open now. They were probably on lunch break or something. Still says closed. Sweet. Get the shortcut through. If the scale's open, you legally have to go report the scale. If you've passed this sign, once you've passed that sign, you now legally have to report to the scale wherever that scale is. In this case, the scale continues straight on the road, and you are not allowed to exit here even if you're going this way. You must detour to the scale, or else you could get a ticket for bypassing the scale. Every now and then CVSE sits up here on the bridge and nabs people that bypass the scale. Nobody coming. This is the Columbia River. Welcome to Castlegar. Goodbye, Castlegar. It's one of those towns that is stretched out, and it's a much bigger town than that felt like. Goes to the north and south a long distance, but east to west it's very narrow, just a couple of streets. As fast as we can, we're losing speed. Hard climb. Speed limit is 70 kilometers an hour. We are currently doing 41. Losing speed. if you're going to spin out down here somewhere, usually this corner here. Start speeding up again here. It's a little less steep. Nope, we went to 33. There we go. Now we're speeding up again. To 40 kilometers an hour. We're cruising now. Okay, the passing lane has ended, but there is a minivan catching up. Looks like they're going to behave. There's another passing lane just around the corner. I did. I gave the truck a little rinse. After the tire and the bolts and all that, I was running out of time, but I gave the truck a little bit of a rinse. I didn't even open the hood. It was just a quick rinse. And I washed out the AC unit on the back. You guys always ask what that IQ on the back, that white IQ logo thing on the back of the truck is. It's a battery powered AC unit. I washed that out, so I'll fire that up maybe tonight and see if she works after all winter. In the winter, there's so much road grime gets in there. I'm like, I'm not firing that up. It's gonna blow up on me. Wash it out first, and then turn it up. And the amount of mud and road grime that flowed out of that radiator was crazy. So we'll fire it up and see if everything works. If it does, awesome. If not, I'll put it on the needs to be repaired list. As the weather is getting hotter and hotter, I'm going to need that thing. slow down for those corners. Back to full throttle. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I didn't need a tarp this load. Should get to the customer around 4:30ish. They'll be closed, but then I'll have a nice evening off. But I guess I should probably call it a video here, just in case there's lots of good forklift video there. And even if it's not the greatest video, I'll just throw it all there in the beginning. And it would have been better if Jess had been with and she was holding one of the cameras, but I figured I'd ask and see, and having a camera in the forklift, I figured that'd be a cool idea too. I don't know. I'll look at the video when I get home, and you guys have already all watched it and you know what it looks like, so thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully it worked out. Hopefully I didn't just have cameras pointing all over the place. So there's lots of bad camera angles. This is going to be a very short video. There are lots of good camera angles. This is going to be a very long video. You guys know the answer to that? I don't. But for now, I'm out of here. Huge thank you to the members listed right over here. You see your name here? Thank you. And then of course, if you're watching this far in the video, thank you. Really appreciate all your support. You guys rock.